So it's my pleasure to talk to you today again, and I hope you're feeling well and everything in your life is going great. Today I'm going to take you to a place located just outside of Queenstown in New Zealand. I think it will help take away any stress or anxiety that you may be feeling. The place is called Paradise, and the name describes it pretty well. It's located just outside of Queenstown, as I already said, and it's a bit out of the way of the closest place is called Lothlórien. But if you go on a tour, you'll be able to get to it pretty easily. As in tours, I mean Lord of the Rings tours that operate out of Queenstown, New Zealand. And yeah, I think we'll get into the video. We'll be focusing on a forested area today, as I feel it is inspiring and radiates inspiration. I think we all need inspiration to keep moving forward as human beings. We need to take things we see in our lives and utilize them to make ourselves better. I guess I'm leading into something I saw in a video that actually got me into watching ASMR videos. The man's name escapes me at this moment, but he did a few videos on meditation and in particular guided meditation that I found very inspiring. He talked about expanding your consciousness and finding ways of getting more out of every day, even in moments that might be extremely mundane, like catching public transport or just waiting in a doctor's office or something. I'm kind of going off track because this video was shot. I'll just give you a brief overview of the setting. It was shot in Queenstown, just a bit out of Queenstown. To put it into perspective, it's located around the area that they filmed the ending to the Fellowship of the Ring, when the orcs attack the Fellowship, and the Fellowship is split up into 3 groups, and Boromir meets his end. I always found the first Lord of the Rings film the best. It's probably because it was the most memorable for me, and so going there and being in that location was something. I doubt it was the real filming location, but that's kind of hard to find because there's no real markings to say, yeah, this is where it was filmed. It's like pretty much in the wilderness, and it was quite a long time ago, so I doubt many people would be able to find the exact location. But yeah, that's just a pointer on this video. Anyway, if you're wondering why this video is just full of trees. So, to get back to the meditation side of things, I was watching these videos on guided meditation, and yeah, thoughts back together. Sitting in mundane places, and you're able to meditate. Being able to meditate in those kind of situations is a gift. And I mean, anyone can learn it. It just takes a bit of practice. The key point he was explaining was that in order to reach different levels of relaxation, the individual has to know how to reach these points themselves. Every individual is different. Everyone has their own ways of relaxing. I kind of like to think of relaxation as going down different levels of consciousness, kind of like Inception in a way, or different stages. There's different as there is different stages of sleep. There's REM sleep, and I don't know the other ones, but you know what I'm talking about. So there's different stages, and the further you go, the more relaxed you become, the deeper you go, and the more aware of your consciousness you become. You don't have to close your eyes, but it's probably better not to close your eyes, because you'll fall asleep. So yeah, the more relaxed you become, the greater your awareness expands. So getting back to the videos by that guy who's talking about being on public transport and meditating. He said he was driving. He was on a train or something. He was going to work, and he closed his eyes, relaxed, breathed in, held his breath, breathed out. Breathing plays a major thing in this relaxation. So he focused on his breathing, and he imagined that he was walking in a forest, and that he wasn't stuck on a train, a congested train. He was actually in a forest, and it was so vivid that he could control where he went in the forest. He imagined a path, and he went down that path, and the thing was that he could choose how far he wanted to go. I haven't actually tried guided meditation. I did it once, and it was interesting anyway. But yeah, he could imagine this location in his mind with such clarity that he could tell what colours things were, how many twigs there were on the ground, things like that. Then he would say to himself that he was in control, and he would go for a walk through the forest in his mind. And by being able to do this, it made him more relaxed. It made him able to cope with social situations. A lot of people, I think, have social anxiety. Like, some people don't like being in crowded places. I, for one, I think people are staring at me when probably they aren't. But I think one of the ways to overcome that fear is through relaxation in your mind. And so, I guess the video on the trees gets back to the point of, I mean, I really should find the guy's name for you, so you can look up his videos. I think I'll just put it in the video description when I find it, because it was actually a few years ago, but I would play his videos and they would help me relax and fall asleep. I hope this video hasn't been too erratic, because I was reading, I did something different. I wrote down what I was gonna say and then I spoke off a sheet, I think, because it helps with getting my point across. A lot of the times I'll just make it up on the spot, and well, it just results in me saying and a lot, and I don't find that really relaxing. But there I go again. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and my next video will be something really special. It's gonna be in 3 parts, and yeah, I hope you look forward to it. It's probably one of the most inspiring videos when I shot it. Yeah. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I hope your sleep is very relaxed.